Hey guys, Menshee here. Today I'm going to show you a drop. I decided to make a drop, something like a JIT chaos. By the way, I started from the scratch on my other channel. I leave the link in the description. You can check how I made it. I speak other language there, but maybe you want to know what presets or samples I use there. Anyway, let me show you this drop and I'll explain how I made it. It sounds like that. It's something like a 16 bar drop, and let me show you what I have here. I will have rhythm section. I decided to use just a kick and a snare for this part because we have here something like a main synth or something. Yeah, and then we have more typical G-house, JIT house drop. So sounds like that. We have bass drum. We have two types of bass drum: main bass drum and something like a filter kick. I decided to use a Q to make it less sabby or something like less low frequencies. We have a top loop. By the way, this is top loop from raster samples. I really like these specs. Sounds like JIT house typical top loop. I really like it, and if you want to make your own track, please check the specs. Really awesome. So we have here something like a top loop, but without snares or key or claps, just something like a kick and a head. Basically it sounds like that, but I decided to cut these claps. Also we have this new disco loop, and also I decided to use it in this rhythm section. And we have here this loop also from new disco, but I decided not to use these claps. And also we have right, I decided to use it like that, so we have low volume on the places where the kicks in, so I decided to make something like that. We have sub bass and the mid bass. It consists two parts. Something like that. And then we have variations for the bass. There are a lot of different synths, so let me show you without any rhythm and mid bass. And if you see, there are a lot of sounds, but they are not playing together. they're playing separately, something like a question answer feature, because we have something like we have one bass here, then one second bass there, and etc. It's something like I don't know how to explain. It's something like step by step when you build in your drop using different sounds, and it sounds really cool. Actually, I used something like loops from Identity, and it sounds really awesome because we have here something like a feel, and it works perfectly. Yeah, something like that. So if you see, I use this melody, this bass melody, for other sounds, something like that. We have something like the same sounds, the same melody for the bass for a different sound. Of course, we have here a bit different sounds, but I decided to make something like that. We have soul bass here, something like, yeah. And if you see, there are Serum first, by the way, Serum first synths, and I used Nexus for some parts. By the way, this one is really old school sound, something like back in the days, if you know Tujamo, his old tracks. Really sounds cool. By the way, I would mute this delay effect, and I decided to use this something like automation for every node. We have velocity, something like it sounds like a filter. Yeah, because the Nexus works like that in FL Studio. We have velocity for every node, and we can use them like a filter, something like a filtered node. We also can make automation for this Nexus, but I decided to use it like that. I really like how it sounds because a lot of presets in Nexus have this feature, because we can make just velocity, other velocity, to make something like a filter. Yeah, something like that. It's not so big, I know, but the job sounds really good. It's simple, but I try to explain on my other channel that we have something like the melody for the sub bass, mid bass, and we have the same melody for other synths, other basses, to create something like a drop that sounds really cool using different sounds, something like that. I'll upload this project to my Patreon and Boosty. Feel free to check all the links in the description. Anyway, maybe you want to know how to make a drop like that in details, feel free to use these links to check it out. So Menshee was here. Bye bye, guys.